Well, here we are at the holidays, and as a total stationery nerd, I love to write holiday cards and send them to friends, and sometimes I like to surprise people that don't expect one. But I know that not everybody loves to sit down and write cards. And I think that one of the problems is you don't know what to write and you don't have things prepared. So it just feels like it's going to be this long, arduous undertaking of sitting around staring at a blank card and not knowing what to say. So oftentimes what happens is you have these popular kind of photo cards, like a postcard printed out. Here's another one. And they have photos of your family and things that maybe you've done throughout the year. And it's pre-printed with like a holiday greeting, Merry Christmas, season's greetings, whatever. And then it might have your name, the year, etc. But there's absolutely no personal note or even handwritten names on them. And, they're nice and yet they can feel very impersonal. It feels almost transactional, like you've just ordered a whole bunch and you're just sending them, checking them off your list. And I don't know, I, I prefer to see at least someone took the time to sign their name. But even better if you've just a simple little line. So maybe you really would like to add a personal note, but you don't know what to say. So it occurred to me that ChatGPT is a great place to go and have it pump out, I don't know, 20, 25 sentiments, simple one-line, heartfelt sentiments that you can quickly jot down onto your photo cards or make a longer note if you have a conventional Christmas card. Okay, so here's what I typed into chat. And if you're not familiar with chat, I mean, there's several different AI platforms that you can use. The two that I'm familiar with are ChatGPT and Claude AI. I'm sure there's quite a few others, but ChatGPT is the one that I'm familiar with. So here's what I typed in as a prompt. What are some simple but heartfelt sentiments that I can write on Christmas photo postcards to add a personal touch or indicate an interest in the recipient? You want to kind of give chat as much detail as possible, and you'll get better answers that way. And here's my favorite thing about chat. They totally kiss your ass and tell you how fabulous you are. So here's chat's answer. That's such a lovely idea. A few personal handwritten lines can make even a printed photo card feel warm and genuine. So then they give me a long list, and they've divided it up into categories: warm and classic, personal touch, cheerful and friendly, heartfelt for close friends and family, and reflective or gentle. And so some samples of that is sending love from our home to yours. Now that sounds super simple, like duh, right? But when you're sitting there and you're trying to come up with even the simplest thing to write, sometimes you just totally draw a blank, right? So there's things like that. Thinking of you, hoping your days are merry and bright. I like it. Um, You've been on my mind, sending a little extra cheer your way. That's sweet. I mean, and I've got, in each category, they've got probably 5 or 6. So there's a long list. Um, Sending you a sleigh full of love and laughter. Okay, kind of corny, but merry everything and happy always. I like that. Holidays feel warmer knowing you're part of my circle. You can, if that doesn't sound quite right to you, you can always just take that as a jumping off point and then add your own touch, reword it. Most people don't take chat I think, word for word anyway. But, and then the reflective or gentle, holding you close in my thoughts this season. I like it. Wishing you comfort, hope, and small everyday delights. That's nice, you know, for someone who might have had a difficult year. So, anyway, super easy, right? Done for you, basically. It's so satisfying to see a handwritten note from a close friend or acquaintance, even. Anyway, I hope you'll give that some thought. And you know, what I like to do is make an event of it. It doesn't have to be an all-day thing, but an hour, 2 hours fun if you have a girlfriend over, but you don't have to. I like to get a little tea and my favorite pins in a fun little Christmassy mug, and maybe light a candle, put on some music, Christmas music, you know, cheesy, corny, hallmarky stuff, and just enjoy it. Make some cookies, whatever. I really do think it is fun if you have somebody else to do it with. But anyway, I hope that helps. And when you order your cards this year, maybe leave a little extra space. Don't fill it up with pre-printed words. Leave a little extra space to add your own touch. Oh, and one other thing I want to mention. If you have a dark card, like a black or a dark green, or, you know, a card that you can't write on with a pen, I don't know if you know about these white pens. This is Uniball Signo. They are the totally best white pen to write on paper with. They flow easily, they don't get clumpy, it's got quite a bit of ink and it lasts a long time. But I love these on, and it makes a nice clear line. Also good for envelopes if you have those darker red, green envelopes that you can't write on with your standard felt marker or ballpoint pen. So anyway, Uniball Signo. I don't have any stock in Uniball, but I should, because I love these. They're great pens.